Hello, my name is Tori, and today I will be discussing the problem of anthropocentrism and offering solutions to improve the interactions between humans and animals. When I first started this project, I was interested in researching animal language abilities. What I found instead is that there is a communication barrier between us and every other species, and that this is largely due to a superior anthropocentric mindset. Anthropocentrism is when people believe that they are entitled to animals and other natural resources to satisfy our wants and needs. A human-centered anthropocentric mindset is a problem because we drastically impact the environment with the way we live, which causes many species to lose their natural habitat and become extinct. What is the cause of our superiority complex over other animals? Why do we believe that we are the master race and that the natural world is here solely for our use? Why have we forgotten that we are not alone? We are part of a larger ecosystem which requires us to coexist with the elements and life forms around us. The reason we have this superiority complex over other species is because at a point during our evolution, humans embraced the tool of language, which allowed us to exchange ideas and record history. According to Arbib, human language evolved from simple gestural imitation to complex imitation, which was then altered due to social rules, and both proto-sign and proto-speech developed. Steven Pinker also mentions in the book The Language Instinct that at some point in history, language was invented and refined, and we have been learning it ever since. This shows that language only evolved because we continued to teach it to next generations, which makes language both an innate, species-specific capability as well as a learned skill. I want to share another quote from the book The Language Instinct, which says, "A sharp distinction between humans and animals is essential if we are to bend them to our will, make them work for us, wear them, eat them, without any disquieting tinges of guilt or regret. With untroubled consciences, we can render whole species extinct, as we do today, to the tune of 100 species a day. Their loss is of little import, those beings, we tell ourselves, are not like us." For my mini-study, I surveyed a group of students on campus about their beliefs towards animal language acquisition. Although I found that everyone tries to communicate with animals, there is a distinction between natural science majors and business majors. Business majors answered the survey questions with more anthropocentric tendencies and said that they would not treat animals differently even if they learn language. The solution I propose is that we continue to try and communicate with other species if they are willing, by either teaching them language or attempting to learn their systems of communication. Some non-human species, such as dogs and primates, have demonstrated certain language abilities, which could indicate language learning potential. An example of this would be the pop icon Washoe the ape, who was able to learn some American Sign Language, or Rico the border collie, who demonstrated the ability to fast map and recognize 200 different toys by their names. Fast mapping is a process of learning a new word after only one exposure to the referent. I'm sure you've had this experience if you've ever asked your dog if he or she wants to go outside. Animals are limited in learning the meanings of words because they simply do not care to. There's no reason for a dog or an ape to discuss culture or history. Their communication systems are already effective enough for their needs. Instead of assuming that animals must learn our forms of language, one can also observe and learn the communication systems already present. In the book The Simian Tongue, The Long Debate About Animal Language, semanticity was observed among different primates. Raddick states, "There is some sort of associative tie between food and the food call, whereby either food or the food call elicits a pattern of reactions. This is all the evidence we need to class given calls as a semantic system. A word is a symbol for something. A given call is a symbol for something." Another reason why animals do not care to learn language is because they use communication systems for the organization of social behavior, dominance and subordination, maintenance of peace and cohesion of the group, and reproduction and care for the young. This shows that other species communicate most effectively about topics that are relevant to them. I would like to end this presentation by asking you to reconsider your perceptions towards animals' language capabilities. Please realize that other animals use effective forms of communication for managing their own societies, and that simply because they did not evolve to communicate the same way we do does not make them inferior, just different. We must change how we interact with other species in order to ensure the survival of our planet and the resources that we share. Thank you for watching.